everybody out there in YouTube land. This is NHRA 1975. It is April 15th, 2020. Just doing an update on the truck. And so, as you can tell, the dash is out. So, it's looking good in here. There's no rust or anything. I noticed there's a bit of a bubble up here, up top there. I'll probably have to take the windshield out and mess with that, but for now I really just need to get this thing operating. I mean, that's something I can do later. So anyways, the dash is out. As you guys can tell, I finished painting the floors. And next up is to install the non-HVAC heating box, which is that one right there. That, of course, is the one I just took out, which is the AC one. So if anybody cares, there's the difference. Let's see what they look side by side. Not huge differences, but there are a few. And yeah, I guess some kind of animal was living in there. I don't know if that was when this thing sat in my laneway for all those years. An animal decided to make it its home, a bird or something. I don't know. An eagle. Anyways, so yeah, that's it really. I mean, took a while getting all this out. Took a while getting the dash out, but I don't think I broke too much on the dash. Maybe under here, well, there was one crack, but I mean, really, it's not bad. So a lot of the wiring in the dash is going to come out, obviously, to make room for the wiring kit. Had a young lad who bought the radio off of this thing, so right on. I'm putting in just an aftermarket one I already had. But yeah, so the old dash doesn't look so bad. And yeah, some of the pieces of the dash, of the gauges, I can use. So let me just show you. Alright guys, just moving into the interior here of my house. So anyways, yeah, I'll be hoping to use some of these gauges here, which would be great. The fuel gauge, so that will have like the proper matchup in terms of the ohms resistance to the sender, and then the voltmeter. The other two, the other two we got, what's this here? Temperature and oil pressure, which I'll be just doing mechanical gauges. I kind of wanted to keep this too for the shifter. But the neat thing about these is that it appears like, let me see if I can just take one out here. Anyways, this is, they work kind of just like your standard electrical dash, so your standard electrical gauge. So they have your two sort of nubs on there. One's power, one's the source, and one's a ground. So I'm thinking I can just wire these ones the same. So like the one here for the fuel, I'm hoping one's power, one's the fuel, I guess fuel sender information, the other one's a ground. So anyways, just hoping I can do that with this, because then that would be, it would save trying to get a gauge. It's just also too, there's a lighting system, but this is the old style, not old style, this is a printed circuit. So what you can do is, for the lighting system, is I can hopefully solder just some wires in there and just do the individual bulbs as needed for the gauges. So we'll see. This is what's going to go in for a speedometer. Since I won't be going electric, I'll just have a cable driven one. So that's off the dry car. So that'll have to fit in there with some, probably trim some pieces, but I think I might be able to make all this work. So we'll see. Hopefully it's great. Yeah, their heads for the engine for this are pretty good. The engine builder guy, he sandblasted them and took a look, and they're good. we'll be able to use a cylinder head, which is great. So we won't have to worry about that. And we're getting I got an intake for it off Facebook Marketplace, so I can put the carb on it and with those same heads. Okay guys, so as you could tell in that last last segment, the hopefully can use the dash for some of those gauges would be great. I don't have to cut into anything. I can just reuse that, and then just use, you know, I got some old mechanical gauges here that would work just fine. I don't know where. Right there. So I mean, yeah, they're old, but they work. I have this old tack. Basically, I mean, a lot of this stuff is just stuff I collected over the years, and instead of going out and buying it, I'm going to reuse it, right? So remember, I bought this tack for a friend. He had a Hyundai Pony, and I don't know, we were really young. We tried to, it didn't have a tack in it. So anyways, I don't know if anybody remembers the Hyundai Ponies from like the 80s. I don't even know if they had them in America, but it was their first sort of entry car. Anyway, so it didn't have a tack, so we tried to put it in. We couldn't get it figured out. So anyways, I kept it all these years, so I think I might use it in this thing, which would be nice. And like this, I have this other tack, but it's pretty big. I mean, it's nice, but this one will work just fine. I mean, and it's easier to put in. I just basically bolt it to the dash, and it'll do a job fine. Hopefully it still works, but it still has the 468 switch on the back. But anyways, let's see my other backup voltmeter if I can get the other one to work. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to use a lot of my old stuff, and don't have to go out and buy stuff. The big one is the gas gauge. But yeah, so hopefully get that thing back in. Maybe I'll try putting in there tonight, and yeah, I guess that's it for now. Guys, the fan works. So that's gonna blow some hot air. Can you feel it? Can you feel? All right.